How's everybody doing? I'm going to assume people can hear me. It's always kind of a shot in the dark whether anybody can hear me or not, but anyway, I'm in the process of downloading from the 1st of September until today on Soho Lasco C2. It's going to take a little bit. The other day when we were doing the video, I was talking about this, and I went and did the research, and what you're seeing right now is actually the effect of that X10, sunblast, and this was the CME result into the camera. So that's what all these particles lighting up the camera are. So anyway, stand by, and once I get this all downloaded, we'll just kind of go on, because I think I figured out what I've been seeing, but I'm going back a full month and do this with you, the listeners or watchers or whatever, and see what this is actually all about. I'm not one of those, what was the earth was supposed to end today, right? Well, it didn't. But I bet everybody within my voice level went out and peered at the sky to see if it was anyway. I truly wish I could figure out a way to make this resolution better on YouTube Live, but I just can't. It's, I'm sending maximum resolution to their ingestion servers, but it's not coming out HD, I'm sure you can tell. Because some of the things I'm going to point out, you're not going to be able to see in this video, and I am quite sorry about that. All right, we're getting close to downloading this entire movie. As you can see, there are a lot of objects to watch in here. Some of them are bright enough to see in live stream, but I'm also going to, I went off air for a second so I could set this up to record so I can upload this in full resolution for everybody, and I'll delete the live stream after that. All right, here we go. All right, if you notice here, pre-September 1st, we don't see any of the objects that I've been talking about. They're just they're all moving across the screen, and this is going to be coming up here pretty soon after the X10 blast, which is going to fill the screen with stuff. We're not seeing, or I'm not seeing, and I'm not seeing any consistently moving objects except for this one right here. That's moving at a singular speed each clip, this object here. After I get done with the live stream, I'm going to upload this in full resolution, of course. And I look at all this quadrant by quadrant. So I'm looking at this right now. And then I jump up and I look over here. Other than that single object right here, I see nothing. I'm not seeing anything. You might, but I'm looking at each quadrant, focusing my attention on each quadrant one at a time. All right, so this object is headed off screen. I don't know if you can see that on YouTube or not, but it's this one right here. All right, and then we had the sun had an X10 that went out, and a couple of M3s, I think they're called, went out. And the camera's going to get exploded by the particles that the camera will take a picture of coming up soon. But I'm still looking at all of the quadrants right now, and I don't see anything moving at an equilateral speed except for this very faint object right here, which I'm not sure if you can see that on YouTube, but it is there, following the line of my mouse right now. but it's going to get hard to follow anything here in a few seconds when the X10 goes. And again, I got nothing to say about this other than, I've been downloading the Soho movies every week since 2009. I'm not a Planet X guy or a Nibiru guy or whatever you want to call it. It's just not my thing. And even if it is a reality, there's not a damn thing I can do about it. So anyway, here's another object right here. Right there, I'm circling it. And I'm still looking down there, and we still have this same static object here. I don't know what it is. And another static object here. I don't know what it is. I go try to look up satellites. Yeah, I am wondering if what we're looking at is other la-grange satellites out there, reflectively being recorded on this camera. All right, so now we have another new object right here coming in. And then we have that X10 blast that just blinds us. On September 11th. And it's going to take about a day for this to get over with. Oh, somebody corrected me and said this was the X3 blast. I don't know. X3, X10, I don't know. What I know is the CME blinded the camera. So the camera got blinded for about a day. Day and a half, actually. So we're not seeing any kind of background here we can track. Somebody suggested that what I was tracking was Saturn. Well, there isn't. So far, we went from none of these objects crossing the path all at the same speed to a whole bunch of objects crossing the path all at the same speed. I don't think that's Saturn. All right, so we're at 9:16, and we're not seeing any of these transitional objects moving across the screen, but there's getting ready to be a whole bunch of them all of a sudden that will transition in this direction across the screen. And I'm not talking about sundiver comets or all this, all that flicker is just, particles hitting the camera. Which is why I wonder, are they la-grange satellites we're looking at, or is it something else? It can't be planets. because I went up and checked where the planets were in orientation to this particular satellite, looking out from where it is at la-grange. So we had this object first. We discussed this the other day. This object first. We have another object down here, right here. Don't know if you can see it on YouTube or not. We have another object here. Another object here. Another object here. I mean, this is all of a sudden. Another object right here. You know, there is no point of reference. I have no idea how far away these objects are away from the camera. Now we have another object coming in here. All these objects are moving at exactly the same speed. All right, so another object here, right here. All right, see, all these things are moving at the exact same speed. All right, here's an object we had earlier coming out the other side. There's another faint object up in here that there's no way you're seeing that on YouTube. And, of course, stop. So we watched the whole movie. Now I'm going to watch this for another week and see what happens. But this, I don't know what all these objects are. You know, I'm second guessing myself or the other satellites out there at la-grange. So I went back a whole year and downloaded this exact same video from 2016. I just picked a random month, and I didn't see anything like that. And then so I said, well, let's see, let's do the same month in another year, and I didn't see anything like that. So I don't know what the objects are. You know, it's up to you, the listener, the watcher. Maybe people out there have better ideas or better sources to figure this out. But I just see a lot of things moving out in space in a and somebody said, well, it's all chaos. These are not chaotic objects. These are very well conformed objects, and they're all moving at exactly the same speed. So that's my question. So anyway, there you go. Bye-bye.